All right, Paris, France. Yep, you heard it. At Cinema Productions got so big, I can retire, I can go on vacation all I want. That's not true at all. It's not true at all. As a lot of you are aware, I am attending college in France right now, and this week, starting Monday, today, we are taking a couple days to visit Paris. I know last time I said that I was packed and ready to go, and it was super late, but this time I am packed, I am ready, my things are right here. Shit. I've seen cliche depictions of Paris in movies like the cinematic masterpiece Looney Tunes Back in Action. But I don't know what to actually expect. I don't know how different Paris is from the depictions in the movies. The closest thing that I could think of when comparing Paris, France to anywhere that I've been, I'd have to say maybe it'll be like my first trip to Manhattan. It is almost 3 a.m. It is 3 a.m. So I'm gonna go make sure that I have everything ready for the trip, and I'll see you at 6:30. What are you doing? It's time to go! Alright, so we made it to the hotel in Paris. No delays. It's great. Paris is obviously beautiful, but I have not even scratched the surface of scratching the surface, if that makes any remote sense. And I am way too excited to just check out all the different things that make Paris the distinct and just famous place that it is. So yeah, I can't wait to share with you the things that specifically move me from visiting Paris. And with that being said, let's check it out. Started off with a bang at Notre Dame. I wasn't crazy interested in Notre Dame before. I mean, I was excited to go, but I didn't really realize until going there how absolutely breathtaking this building is. You see pictures and you look at it from the distance and you just say, oh yeah, it's another cathedral, so what? But then you go inside and oh my God. Every single detail of this building was handcrafted by another human being. No wonder it took 200 years to build. And that rose window is a prime example of the intricacies of Gothic architecture and how much care went into this building in the first place. Musée d'Orsay was a museum that I had never even heard of before going, and I am so glad that we went. I did the scavenger hunt that was on the pamphlet and took a picture of every single piece in there, including the famous self-portrait that Van Gogh created in 1889. All the pieces in that museum were absolutely breathtaking, but that one really caught my attention. It really changes the way that I appreciate art. Later that day I went to Musée Rodin, and that place stands out to me because there was a lot of Contrapposto. I really can't be the only person that gets uncomfortable in these kind of places. I mean, take a look at all these close-ups that I took of these statues and tell me that it's not going to make you uncomfortable. See? You're uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. Oh yeah, and the thinker was there too. But nobody really seemed to care about it. Moving on. On Wednesday, we went to the Louvre. I can safely say I've never seen such a large collection of such beautiful artwork in my life. I didn't really have anywhere else to go that day, so I spent the entire day in the Louvre. And out of that, I really grew to appreciate the fact that people throughout history have touched the same thing that you are looking at, that you could even touch yourself if it were for those alarms and security and all that stuff. Oh, and of course the museum has the Mona Lisa. Sorry, the Mona Lisa. Come Thursday, and I was honestly getting really used to being in Paris. You look to your left, you see Sainte-Chapelle. You look to your right, you see Notre Dame. No big deal. Or at least that's what I thought until I went to the Orangerie Museum. There, I'd say I saw the art pieces that affected me the most from this trip. And that would have to be the Water Lily collection by Claude Monet. To me, those pieces really represent testing your boundaries when it comes to doing what you love. And I think that's one of the things that I most respect in art. Now, I'd say that about wraps up the most interesting things that I saw in Paris, but that doesn't mean that there weren't so many other things that I did or saw that stood out to me just tremendously while I was there. I went to Versailles, which was absolutely beautiful. And of course I had to go see the Eiffel Tower. In fact, it was constantly looming over everywhere that I went in Paris that I couldn't have forgot if I wanted to. I learned that a quarter pounder in France is actually called the Royale with cheese, and I am a completely enlightened person because of that knowledge.
Royale with cheese. Royale with cheese. That's right.
I went to the Medieval Museum, and I have seen so many unicorns, I cannot shake the image out of my mind. People worry about the 70 or 80 years that they usually get to live, but now I feel like I've lived through hundreds of years. I've seen the strokes of Picasso, I've seen the work of Gothic architects, and I've seen a lot of human genitalia. I've traveled through time through the works of others, and I can only dream to do the same one day. Going to Paris was one hell of an opportunity, and there is nothing that could ruin that for me. Paris is a blast.